Before we put any music into Sibelius, let's learn how to move around the score. When you've got nothing selected, you can click on any blank part of the score, and when you click and hold, the mouse pointer turns into a hand. I can now pull a piece of paper around like it's a piece of paper on my desk. You'll also notice that at the bottom of the score, you've got something called the navigator. It's always at the bottom left by default. The navigator shows you a white square, which shows you the part of the score you're looking at. Let's add some more bars to our score. Hold down Command and B or Control B on Windows, and as you keep holding it down, that adds extra bars to your score. Eventually it'll create more pages. Once you've held it down for a few seconds, you can drag the white square on the navigator to the right, and you'll actually move onto the second page and so forth. If you hold the mouse pointer at the edge of the navigator, it'll keep scrolling you to that particular side. There are also a bunch of shortcuts for moving around the score. If you've got a full-size keyboard on your computer, you'll see buttons called End, which moves you one screen towards the end, Home, which moves you one screen at a time towards the start of the score, and Page Up and Page Down, which move you up and down the page, of course. If you've got a mouse with a wheel on it, then you can scroll up and down your score simply by rolling the wheel up and down, and if you hold down the Shift key, it'll also move you left and right as you roll the wheel up and down. You can also work in any zoom in Sibelius. There's a drop-down menu at the top here, which allows you to pick one of the predefined zooms, so I'll choose 50%, or I can work more closely by going up to 150%. There are also shortcuts for zooming in and out of your score. You can hold down Command or Control on a Windows and type the plus or minus buttons near the delete key. Minus zooms out, plus zooms in. Control plus or minus, Command plus or minus. Last but not least, you may want to view your score in panorama view. This button is the shortcut for panorama, or you can use Shift P as the shortcut. Once you're in panorama, you can view your score as one long piece of paper, so the bars become continuous and you don't need to be put off by losing your place between page turns. It's a useful mode to work in whilst you're composing or arranging.